Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Cristin, and I do lots of like mommy vlogger type content. So I thought we'd just start another week in my life, day in my life. We'll see how this all plays out. It is April 18th. We are still in quarantine. I think things are supposed to start getting lifted May 1st. So we shall see. There's a small part of me that's like almost kind of okay with the quarantine. I mean, I'm not hating it. I don't love it. I mean, there's things I'd like to go out and do and can't. But I like that my husband's working from home, and honestly, I kind of like that I don't have to work now. I mean, y'all know I don't necessarily love my job to begin with, so it's not breaking my heart any. Anyway, I went to Menards earlier today. Also, if you guys can hear, I've got a little bit of like a cold going on. We've been doing remodels in our garage, which I'm sure you guys have seen. And there's just like a lot of dust and allergens out there. We've been working really hard to clean it all up. I'll have to show you guys an update because we've come a long way. It's nearly, I think, completely insulated except for the attic part. All the walls are insulated. We ran all of the wiring. We've got an electrician coming on Tuesday to install a new electrical panel. Currently we have 15 volts, if I'm using the right terminology, and they're gonna up us to 50 volts. We're just turning the garage into like an extra living room because we just need the extra space. And we haven't parked in the garage for 5 years because I kind of hit the garage door with my car when I was pregnant. I blame it on my first pregnancy. I was hangry and Subway did not have the soup I wanted. Well, actually, I didn't know that yet. I was pulling out of the garage to go get some soup from Subway. I was hangry and thought I'd cleared the garage door, and I hadn't, and I started turning my car and I slammed into the sidewall of the garage and like the metal railing, and I messed that all up. So we haven't been able to get the garage door permanently fixed. We get it fixed, but then like what happened was when I hit the wall, it knocked the wall out of place, and so you can get the garage door fixed and going if you knock the wall back into place. But then after like a month of using the garage door, the wall shifts back out of place and the garage door falls off the tracks. So yeah, my handiwork there. So like I said, we haven't parked in the garage for almost, well, not 5 years. We've lived in our house for 5 years. It'll be 3 years? 4 years? Maybe it is almost 5 years because I got pregnant almost right after we moved in. Anyway, it's been a minute since we've parked in there. So we've just decided to turn it into like an extra living space. Anybody who's new here, it's me, my husband, and we've got 2 little boys. Now we've got this guy, we've got him, okay, that's my tripod. Dog is back. Moose. His name's Yoshi, but I call him Moose a lot of the time because he's just bigger than anything we've ever had. And he's like got a lot of puppy in him. Doesn't realize how big he is. He thinks he's a lap dog. He's not. We're currently fostering him from the Humane Society, but we plan on adopting him. So I went ahead and picked him up a start on flea medicine. We've never used this kind before. It's flea and tick. I got it at Menards, so let me know if you guys have had good experiences with it or not. They had them on clearance today or on sale. They had other ones that were more expensive, so we'll see if they work. Again, if you have any experience with this brand, let me know. Did you like it? Did it do good things for your dog? Thought we could try it out. Got him some dental chew sticks. Normally give him those at nighttime to make his breath smell fresher, but we ran out of his last pack a couple weeks ago and haven't gotten any more. We've had him for about a month now. And he's just blended beautifully into our family. Like, I've just been so impressed. Like, when I called the Humane Society about fostering, because our Humane Society, as a lot of places, closed down. You can't go in to look at animals. You can't adopt right now. And they were asking for people to come in and foster. And like the day before they closed everything down, we contacted them about fostering a dog, and we were kind of looking at him online. He online looked like a small beagle mix puppy. Not puppy, but like a small beagle mix. They said he's almost a year old online. We were kind of looking at him because he's cute and he looked like he wouldn't be too big. I was thinking he's gonna be a lot like a beagle mix, like a lot like a beagle, just like a little taller, but like not as big as he is. He's probably 50, 60 pounds. He's a horse. He's a good boy though. He just kind of lays down and hangs out a lot as long as he's running his energies out. He's got a lot of puppy in him, so you gotta run him every now and then, take him outside and run him. I just throw the toy for him. He likes to play keep away outside, so I just get a toy, throw it, he goes and gets it, he runs laps around the yard, and we come back inside and he lays down. Do that a couple times a day. I don't gotta do a whole lot. But anyways, we were talking to the Humane Society and telling them like what we wanted. Like, I really didn't want a puppy, like a new puppy that needed to be potty trained. Didn't really want to mess with all that. We really wanted a dog that would be good with kids and cats, because our 3.5-year-old, like, is going to be on lockdown, can't have any playmates, like, he needs like a little buddy to play with. Our baby is 11 months old, he'll be a year old in May. He's not much of a playmate for our 3.5-year-old. They make each other laugh and they giggle and they enjoy their time together, but they can't like roughhouse and really play together. So, and our toddler has just been like wanting a dog in the worst way. We almost adopted a German Shepherd back last November, and ever since that dog, he has just been all about dogs. And I just needed to make a whole video on what happened there. That whole thing was a crazy mess. But anyway, yeah, he's just been all about dogs and wanting a dog. And like, so when we called the Humane Society and told them what we were wanting, I mentioned they had him named Skeletor. We have been calling him Yoshi. My toddler named him like first day. We were like, what are you gonna call the puppy? And he goes, Yoshi, because he loves Super Mario Brothers. So it seems like a good name for a kid's dog. But I call him Moose, as mentioned. And which the last dog we had was only 7 pounds. So like getting like a 45, 50, 55, 60, I'm not really sure how much he weighs. Getting a dog that size is like, it's like having a moose in the house for us. It's just a big difference because he's so big compared to our last dog. But anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. I'm just completely off track now. But he is just, yeah, we asked the Humane Society, like told them what we wanted, what we were looking for our family. And we mentioned him because we were looking online. They have like traits listed and stuff. And the coordinator went and asked one of the behavioral lists that they have at the Humane Society, and they talked about it, and like, yeah, he might be a really good fit. He's very submissive with cats. He's been good with any kids that come in. He's a really sweet dog, and he's just been everything they said that he would be. Our cats, we've got 2 male cats, and they're a hit or miss with him. Like some days, they don't care what he does, and they just ignore him. And other days, especially if he's in a playful mood and wants to play with them, he wants them to be friends in the worst way. They don't want to play with him. They're older, they're like 6 years old, and they have no interest in playing with him. They're like, you know, you can be here as long as you don't try to interact with us. And if he goes and tries to interact with them, they start swatting him in the face, and then he gets submissive and backs off. So, which is good, because a dog that size, if he wanted to attack one of the cats, he could, but he just backs off, and he's like, why don't you love me? So, and then he comes to one of us all sad and mopey, like, the cats won't play with me. But everything's worked out well. And yeah, what I was talking about with like head and chest congestion with the garage, very dusty out there. The house we live in was an inheritance from my grandparents. I go over this every now and then just for new subscribers so they know where we're at. And my grandpa was a bit of a hoarder. He had that garage packed with stuff. He was also what you'd call a junker or a scrapper, and he'd go through and get a lot of metal and just collect tons of it and then go turn it in. So you got like little metal fragments and like rust and stuff. Lots of dust. He had a wood burning stove, so there was a lot of soot. He raised rabbits for many years, and the rabbit cages, like the top part was like, he built them himself out of wood, and then they had like chicken wire for like the cage part. So like the top part was like a wooden workbench if he needed to do any work. And then the underside was cages for rabbits that he was raising. And so the underside, like there was like 3 levels to this, like way in the back, there was still like rabbit poop and like straw. And he stopped raising rabbits somewhere in the 80s. So that's how long that rabbit poo has been out there. So lots of dust and allergens and all kinds of stuff. And so my husband's got it worse than I have because he's been putting in a lot of work out there and he sounds real sick. I haven't been out there nearly as much. I've got similar symptoms, but not nearly as bad as him. Mine's mostly just congestion, but he's like coughing a lot, having a hard time breathing, which sounds a lot similar to the virus. But we've been self-quarantining, and so unless we just happen to pick it up going to the grocery store, I really doubt we have it. It's really more than likely all the allergens in the garage. And then also we've been working to burn a lot of wood boards, and so the the smoke and stuff from the wood burning, and then we had to drill holes in the wall for running wiring, so sawdust, all of that is just affecting us. So that's why I sound congested, because I am a little bit. So anyways, things I bought for the dog. I think I showed you guys these. He gets one at night for bed. We'd run out, so I just bought these from Menards. I went to Menards to get a play stand for my kid. I had a hard time finding that stuff. They had it outside with like the river rocks. And then I got him a gentle leader. He's a nearly perfect dog. He's really, really good. but he needs a little bit of work with walking. He wants to pull really hard, and so I've heard these do really good. Also, kind of looks like a muzzle, so it might keep people from coming up and trying to pet him. We really don't like our animals to interact with other animals or people when we're outside walking. And we were the same way with our last dog, because people would be like, oh, she's so cute, can I pet her? Or like, the big thing that we had issues with, and I'm not really sure why, but people with other dogs would be like, oh, you know, our dogs want to be friends and da-da-da. And I'm like, no, our dogs don't need to be friends. They don't need to interact. I don't know if your dog is on heartworm medication or has been treated. You don't know if mine is. I mean, it was, but like, they don't know that. And I'm like, our dogs don't need to be interacting with each other. Not to mention our last dog had aggression towards other dogs. We had to rehome her because she started biting our kid. We couldn't get her to quit. But, she also, something I never mentioned, had aggression with other dogs. We don't really know where that came from, but almost since the time we got her. She loved my mom's dog, Missy. They got along famously and could play together, but Missy was submissive towards Molly, which was our dog. But if Molly was around any other dog, didn't matter the size, she would try to be aggressive towards them and try to bite them and growl and snarl at them. So when people would be walking and they'd be like, oh, your dog's so cute, let's let our dogs sniff each other. I'm like, no, my dog's gonna bite your dog in the face and then you're gonna be mad about it. Like, keep walking, you know. And then she had aggression issues with children, so it's like we didn't want people stopping with kids to touch her, you know. So anyway, so far Yoshi doesn't seem to have that problem. He's super sweet with everybody, doesn't care who touches him as long as he's getting attention, and he seems to like other dogs. I was watching videos of him at playgroup when he was at the Humane Society, and he was in playing with other dogs at playgroup and seemed to really like it. And our neighbors have a dog, and they like try to play with each other through the fence. Like, you can see them doing play bows and wagging tails and chasing each other along the fence line. So I think he'll be okay with other dogs, but he pulls really hard. So we went ahead and picked this up because we needed some help with leash training. And again, maybe it'll help keep people from trying to come up and interact with him. And he is also mouthy, and that's something we've been working on. He's getting a lot better. What I mean by mouthy is if I go to pet him, he wants to like put his mouth on me. He's not like really biting, but he wants to put his mouth on us. He does it to all of us, so we don't really appreciate that. So we are working with teaching him not to. He's done pretty good so far. He's getting better is what I should say. He still does it, but he's not as bad as he was. But that's, oh no, and I also got him some toys if you guys want to see. Sorry, like, life is boring right now. There's probably nothing really too exciting gonna be happening in this vlog. I know you guys have been enjoying it, but I'm showing you guys what I purchased today. So I found this. It was like $5 again at Menards. He has an outside toy, but he's pretty much shredded it. So we got him a new one of these, and then I found this Fetch glow ball. It feels like a really hard plastic, so like he may be able to stick his tooth through it, but I don't think he'll be able to shred it, which he does with tennis balls. I bought him tennis balls, and he shredded the first one in like 2 minutes. So hopefully these outside toys will last him. I also got him a rope. I don't know what he did with it, but he had 2 inside ropes. One of them shredded, the other one's like halfway chewed up. So he needed a new rope, so just some new dog toys that he needed. That's everything I bought at Menards. I got play stand for Levi. There's like a little black bug. Squish that real quick. I don't know what that was, of an ant? Huh, a little beetle. I don't know, never seen one of those before. I had like a little black beetle with like red wings. It wasn't a ladybug, but anyways, that's down the drain. But yeah, so that's the stuff that I bought today at Menards. We got play stand for the sandbox for the kids. So I'm gonna take Levi out to here soon to go play. We just had lunch. We stopped at Barker's BK and got some lunch to go. They always have really good fast food. Like, if you just want some greasy goodness in your life, BK is the way to go. So I had corn dogs and french fries with chili and cheese sauce. My husband had chili and cheese sauce on french fries with a cheeseburger, and my toddler had french fries with cheese sauce to dip in and some chicken strips. So I'm going to turn you guys around, give you a lettuce update. I know you guys have kind of just been enjoying this. They've gotten huge, and 2 of them that I harvested are already growing back. So this is what they're looking like. I pulled the curtain back, and this guy just like fell right over. I think we just need to harvest all of them. I think we just need to harvest all of them and eat them. Hold on, baby.
No mail.
Where'd that come from?
Mail.
Mail? It is mail. We'll have to look at that in a minute. I don't know where you found that at. You want to say hi to the vlog?
Hi, vlog. I want some new tea.
Some tea?
Yeah.
What'd you eat for lunch?
Eat some t-shirts.
Yeah, you had chicken strips?
Yeah, and french fries.
And french fries?
Yeah.
Was it yummy?
Yeah.
Did you have apples too?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, these guys kind of just need to get harvested and used. These ones we already harvested and ate, and this is the new growth there and right here. So kind of interesting to see those coming back for a second go. And these were just like heads of romaine hearts, like, or stalks, or whatever you want to call it. They've never grown roots, which the video I found on YouTube said they would grow roots. Mine never have. I just keep changing out the water and they keep growing. And then I've got a couple red gold jars up here. I'm not sure if my phone's going to focus or not. But I'm thinking about trying to plant like maybe basil or oregano or something in them. So I think it might be just kind of like good jars for growing in. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm going to go use the bathroom because I'm about to pee myself. TMI, sorry. And I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so a little later in the evening. We've got all that wood to go through. So we're just working on having a little fire going. My uncle showed up earlier. Yoshi! What you doing, bud? Are you all done? You still eating dinner? Levi's eating dinner at his picnic table, but he calls it a picky table. Hey, 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 hey! No, sir. We don't need to get any closer to the fire. That's too close. No, that's too close. You don't need to get any closer. My uncle showed up earlier, him and his stepbrother, and they fixed the garage door, which is lovely. It's been broken for a while. And then my dad just showed up, and so my husband and my dad just went to Lowe's to get the rest of the electrical stuff to finish wiring up the garage, which we will do tonight. I probably won't film any of that because my dad doesn't want to be on camera. He works up at the prison, and he's worried that somebody would recognize him off of my vlogs and then know that we're his family, and so for safety reasons, he doesn't want to be in the vlog, and my husband is just uncomfortable on camera, so he's not a big fan of being in vlogs. But I'm here with the kids. Levi needs to be finishing his dinner. I'm working on stoking the fire. It's going pretty good right now. And Irish is hanging out over there. He's in his little bouncy seat with the dog. And both boys need baths tonight. He has been in the sandbox a big bunch today, so he's got sand everywhere. All his nooks and crannies need cleaned out. So this is just what we're doing right now. I'm gonna wait till my dad and my husband come back. My mom's coming over in a little bit. I know, social distancing at its best, right? We've done really good up until now, but my parents are social distancing as well. So, other than my dad going to work, like they're not really socializing with anybody. So, I mean, they're starting to open up the economy. They're starting to like in 2 weeks, they're gonna like start opening restaurants back up and stuff. So, I'm like, well, I can't start seeing my parents now. When can I, you know? So, yeah. And it's nice to be able to work on all this stuff. My Mike has downtime without him having to drive to Indy and back every day. It cuts out several hours of his day. So he just gets up at like 5 in the morning, starts working. He's done by 2, and we have the rest of the day to work on the garage and just trying to get things cleaned up and cleaned out and all that stuff. So that's what we've been doing. You don't get any closer. You're okay. No closer. So yeah, Levi's got a thing with wanting to throw sticks in the fire, and I'm like, no, you throw it from a distance. You don't get anywhere near it. But I will check in with you guys later. I know I'm outside and there's a bit of a wind, so it's probably not doing anything good for the volume. So yeah, I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It's Sunday, and I am working on editing a video. It is 2 hours long. Guys, how did I have 2 hours worth of crap to talk about? Like, I'm in quarantine. Nothing that exciting is happening. And yet we've got 2 hours and 15 minutes of vlogging. Also, I'm in the exact same spot, wearing the exact same shirt with my hair up the exact same way as last Sunday to be exact. Looking at me now, looking at that clip, could almost be the same day. So, Mike has Levi outside. They're playing in the sandbox. Ira is in his little jumper here in the living room. I can hear him. And I'm laying on the bed, working on editing. In this vlog, I'll talk about how we just got a new bed. And let me tell you what, it is comfortable. I like it. I think I've been sleeping a lot better. I know I have. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night like I was. It's pretty great. So, yeah, we're enjoying that. Mike just got an email from his job because he's considered an essential, well, he is essential, but he's in healthcare. I mean, he does the IT back end of stuff, keeping the computers going and such, so he's not really like working with patients directly. But because of the company he's in, he's considered healthcare. And so they just sent out an email with a list of stuff that he can get for free. That's for people in healthcare. It's from his company. Like, I think his company is doing this to say thank you or whatever. Or maybe these companies are offering it for him. I'm not really sure, but like he gets a free drink from Starbucks. Well, free coffee. We don't drink coffee, but I told him we should pick that up and take it to my mom because she likes coffee. Ira is starting to cry, of course. As soon as I get to start editing, somebody needs something. He gets a free pair of Crocs, and my husband's like, yeah, because I wear so many Crocs. I'm like, you've never had a pair. Maybe you would like having a pair. Maybe you'd wear them all the time. He gets a free meal from White Castle, which we never go to, and he gets like 50% off of a couple things. So I'm like, you know, we might as well like take advantage of it and like, you know, get you some Crocs and like get you a coffee that you don't drink and like get you a White Castle. Okay, so I'm gonna go take care of Ira, figure out why he's starting to fuss. Yes, I've got a pile of laundry right over there in the door in the corner. You can see my husband's sword. We get the garage finished. Hopefully he finds a way to hang his swords up and display them and get them out of the bedroom because they're just piled up everywhere. And then he throws his laundry on top of them because for whatever reason my husband throws his dirty laundry in a pile behind the door. Anybody else's husband's doing that? Okay, just mine. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go take care of Ira and come back in here and get this vlog edited. I'm hoping there's a mess up and that maybe I've got a grocery haul in here on accident. It could have happened. It's happened before because nobody wants to watch me for 2 hours straight. So yeah, I'm gonna work on all of this and I'll check in with you guys later on today. Here, let mommy see the spoon. Oh, we're getting crazy there. Is it orange? You liked it the other day. What do you think? Is that better than the oranges? Oh, you got one. Can you get it in your mouth? Can you do it? Oh, you can. Yum. Did I hit the spot? Is that better than mac and cheese? Oh no! Does it have bones in it? Can't believe he's big enough to eat table food. I can't believe it. Now you got teethers and you can chew. It's crazy. And that is not all he has had for dinner so far. He also had some baby food. So we'll always start with this and then we just give him some of whatever we're having so he can kind of explore and check things out and try new flavors. We kind of do a mixture of baby food / baby led weaning. I guess if you do strict baby led weaning, there's no baby food involved, but I want to make sure they get enough in their tummies. You gotta get it. There you go. Grab it. Oh, Yoshi lost it.
Bring it here.
Don't.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, playing fetch with Yoshi.
He did it.
He did get it. Yoshi. You can get the ball. You're okay.
He did it.
Good job. Good morning. It's Monday. So we just kind of woke up, getting a late start to the day. It's like 9 o'clock-ish. And during breakfast, all these heavy machinery starts pulling up. I'll show you here in a moment. We've got an excavator out here, we've got dump trucks, we've got bobcats, and I think they're going to be replacing the gas lines, but Levi is so excited. So we've got all this going on out here right now. All kinds of fun stuff all the way down the street. And this guy is amped about it. What's this? What's in front of us? What's that called? Yeah, but what's this big machine right here? Oh, there goes that one. You gotta wave at him. You're supposed to shake your hand, not yell wave.
Do this.
Yeah, that's how waving works.
Wave.
You don't just yell wave. You goober. We got more pulling in down there. When heavy machinery shows up, but you still gotta ride the range and check on your cows. And you're waiting for something to happen.
No.
You're a goober, you know that. Move it. There it goes.
We're outside.
We are outside.
We're outside.
Don't get off the porch. We gotta stay on the porch. Oh, there it goes. He's driving. Look at that. You're not even watching. You were so excited for this. Now you're not watching. It's not broken. Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Excuse me. So we're getting ready to go do a birthday drive-by. My cousin's boy is having his 6th birthday today. Crazy that he is 6. Crazy that he's almost 4. Where's the time gone? So we're doing him a little birthday drive-by. Everybody's supposed to like drive by, honk and wave. We have a gift to throw out on the front lawn. I would pull it out and show you guys, but he would get super upset because he wants it. But it's from Hot Wheels, and it's 2 monster trucks, and then they've got like this monster truck, like semi truck where you like load the monster trucks on it. So that's what we got him for his birthday, and we're gonna go do the birthday drive-by. And yeah, just like that, our stimulus check is gone already. Thankfully, we were able to use ours to do upgrades on the house. I know so many people needed it to pay bills, and I recognize how blessed and fortunate my family is, that my husband's still working even though I'm not, in that we didn't have to use our check for bills. So as I mentioned in my last vlog, we were working on rewiring the garage. It had old cob wiring out there. I think I'm using the term correctly. It was put in like the 60s or 70s. I thought my grandpa did it himself. He did not. They hired an electrician to do it, but it was old wiring. It'd seen better days. Some of it was duct taped. It was one of those situations where it's like, if you turn the garage light on, make sure you shut it off, because no promises it's not going to catch the garage on fire. Like, just sketchy wiring. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't a fun thing to have to spend our money on. It took like pretty much all of it, like $3,000.
Hey, Mom,
I think we have like $100.
Mom,
What?
Mom.
What?
Daddy's going to cool drive.
Daddy's doing a cool drive. We have like $100 left over from the stimulus check. It took like $3,000 to get the garage rewired, but it's something that's been needing to be done for a long time now, and we were able to pay out of pocket versus having to take out a personal loan. So with already having a personal loan, that would have been several more years down the line. So, you know, not a fun thing to have to pay for, but a needed thing. So, you know, I'm thankful that we were able to do it. And it puts us one step closer to making the garage like an extra living space, which our family just needs more space. And turning the garage into a usable space versus buying a whole new house just makes more sense. So this is like an extra hangout space. As the kids get older, they have a place they can go and hang out, and you know, we'll have arcade games in there. Speaking of, my husband found that Walmart, if you guys are interested, I would go check yours like right now. Download the Walmart app and you can go into the store and you can scan these items and it'll tell you the pricing on it, or you might be able to just check online. I'm not really sure how all that works. He found them online, but then he goes and double checks in the store. Anyway, he found that they put a whole bunch of arcade games on sale again, so he went and got himself another arcade game for $50. So, you know, that's how he's been getting all of his. We paid full price. We were talking about it. We paid full price for one of them, which it was the Ninja Turtle one, which was like almost $400, and we split the difference. Me and my parents, they paid $200, we paid $200, or I paid $200, and it was Mike's Christmas gift last year. Everything else we've gotten on sale for about $75, and this one he found on sale for $50. So if you guys are interested in those like retro arcade games, just keep an eye out. Like I said, right now, go check and see if they have them. They sell out quickly, so by the time I post this, it's possible that they won't even have them anymore. I'm getting like a pimple or something, so I'm super red. But anyways, yeah, let's get going, do this drive-by, and, you know, wish Rylan a happy birthday. Happy birthday! You want a present? It's a big one. You say happy birthday, Levi? Thank you. Happy birthday. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Good morning. It is Thursday. It was announced last night that the Tyson plant closest to us is going to be closing down. I believe that they just do pork. I thought they did pork and chicken, but after reading the article, I think it's just pork. It's not a permanent shutdown, but they've had like 130 some odd cases of the virus, and I think one death. So they're closing down for a deep cleaning, and they're making all of their employees get tested. So I don't know how long they're going to be closed down for. I guess until after they get all of the test results back, and then they're going to open back up. But then there was also another Tyson plant out west. I'm in Indiana, for anybody who doesn't know. And I'm talking about the Logan Sport plant is closing down. But the plant out west, I don't remember what state it was in, west of me anyways, west of Indiana, they had one closed down too because of getting COVID. So, and I guess that one was like the nation's largest pork provider, and they did 4%. So I don't know, but it makes me a little nervous that people are gonna like panic buy. So I'm here to panic buy too. Just kidding. We're almost out of chicken, which is mostly what we eat. We eat a lot of chicken. I think we've got 3 or 4 pounds of hamburger left, but it wouldn't be a bad idea, I don't think, to go ahead and buy some. Just because I think with the Tyson plant closing down, people are probably going to come in and panic buy and buy all the meat. I don't think that a lot of people read all of articles. I think they just read the headlines, and so they realize, oh, that's meat, and so they go and buy it all. And Tyson does do chicken. I just don't think that plant in particular does chicken. But I expect people to come out and wipe the shelves of just all meats that they can get their hands on. We don't eat a lot of pork. So, I mean, if they stop selling pork, I don't know how much that would really affect us. Like, if they completely ran out. I mean, there's some things we like to get on occasion. Like, every now and then we'll get hot dogs, or sometimes we'll get bacon. And so, like, it sucks to never be able to get those things again. But again, it's not something that we don't even eat it monthly. We'll go months in between eating pork. It's not really a big staple. We used to eat a lot of pork chops, but during my first pregnancy with Levi, the smell of pork just made me so nauseous I wanted to die. And it didn't matter what bacon, hot dogs, pork chops, pork roast, anything pork, I was just ready to barf my guts up. And so after that experience, I don't hate pork. I'll eat it now. but it's not very high up on my list of things to buy. So we don't eat a lot of pork. We also don't eat a lot of hamburger just because it's expensive. Normally, like, we'll get a 5-pound thing of hamburger and it'll last us like a month, maybe longer. And we've got, I think, 3 pounds left in there. So if it wasn't for everything going on, I probably wouldn't bother buying hamburger. But I figure it's not a bad idea to go ahead and get some and just freeze it, have it on hand, just in case things get really bad. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm not here for my full grocery shop because Mike is at home working. It's almost 9 a.m. in the morning, and I just wanted to get here before the store filled up because, again, I feel like people are just going to come out and flood the store for meat. And we're almost out of chicken, so I'm going to get 1 big bag of chicken and some hamburger. And there's not too many people here right now, so I expect I won't have any issues finding anything. This is like right after like the elderly shopping hour. Elderly and not immune compromised, but folks who are high risk. I've come in at about 8:30 before and nobody's ever said anything, and my thoughts to that is like, how do they know if somebody's high risk? They don't. And technically I fall into that category because I have asthma, so if somebody wanted to say something, I mean, technically this is my shopping hour. But I try to hit like towards the end of it because I don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel like, yes, I have asthma. No, I don't think I'd do well if I got COVID, but I feel like as many people can stay away from the elderly, the better. So right now it's like probably like 8:50 in the morning. We got a rainstorm heading in, so I am going to go ahead and go on into the store. I've got my face mask here. Gonna feel all nice and claustrophobic. Oh, I hate wearing this thing. Hate it. But we're gonna head on into the store and get some chicken. So I thought we could just do a little grocery haul. Y'all know I'm always backlit with this dang kitchen light. So Levi's already eating one of his pizza Lunchables. Stopped for Cokes. Got a gallon of milk. This is actually the empty gallon, but that's what it looks like. But it's full and it's in the fridge. So we got 2 large bags of chicken. This will last us a couple of months. So if things get super bad with the meat, I guess we'll be good for a couple of months. So I'll put one in the deep freezer and one in here because we're about out of I think we've got a few breasts left in the bag we've been working on. And for the record, like, it's payday. I would normally be going out and grocery shopping for groceries. This is per usual. This isn't like an extra special trip. But I did buy twice the normal amount on chicken, just as I've explained, because meat plants are shutting down. So I'm just taking the extra precaution. But I bought what we use and what we need and what we will use. I didn't buy a bunch of stuff that we don't typically use just because you might not be able to get it anymore. Makes sense. Like, I'd rather, if you eat pork chorizo, you should be the one to buy the pork chorizo. You know, I have no reason for it. I tried it once. It wasn't my thing. It didn't seem very flavorful. Probably cooked it wrong. I don't know. Handful of pizza Lunchables because we go through these things like crazy. They are Levi's favorite. And yeah, I got like 4 of these. He's eating 1. And a bag of carrots because we're out of carrots. I'm filming. I got 2 containers of baby formula. We go through 1 jar a week. This one, surprisingly, we haven't completely used up yet. But Ira has started eating a lot more baby food, so I think he's maybe just doing less bottles. But got 2 containers of formula. And for the record, we normally go grocery shopping every 2 weeks. So that's why I buy enough stuff to last us for 2 weeks. Hence 2 containers of baby formula, 1 per week. And then I got a thing of strawberries. I think we're rolling into strawberry season because they were like $3 for a large container. And I got a thing of lettuce. I will show you my window lettuce here in a moment, but I think I waited too long to harvest them because I took some off last. I mean, I've ate some and they were really good. But then, I can't remember if it was last night or the night before, but I peeled some off to put on a sandwich and they were so bitter. Like, I think they've just gone too long. And I remember the video I watched of the lady talking about growing lettuce in your window to harvest them sooner rather than later. And I think maybe that's what she meant, because they go too long, they start getting bitter tasting. So 5 pounds of hamburger. This is the 80/20. And this will last us, I don't know, a long time. I'll portion it out into 1 pound sections and freeze it, and it'll last us a while. And then I got a big tub of Land O'Lakes butter. I like Land O'Lakes, but it's expensive. It was nearly $6 for this tub of butter. And I like to buy the large tubs because we do go through a fair amount of butter. I cook with this stuff. I know some people buy this stuff just for like putting on your toast, and other people will get like stick butter to cook with. I do it all with this. If it calls for butter in a recipe, I'm scooping it out of this. If I want butter on my toast, I'm scooping it out of this. I don't buy extra butters. It's all out of one container. And yeah, this was a large container lasts us about a month and a half. I think I've had them maybe last 2 months. It just depends on what all we're doing. But we're almost out of the butter that we have, and this was the only large tub of butter I could find. They had like a giant hole where the butter was. I think I may have already mentioned that. And the only large tub butter they had was this. This was it. And it was the last one. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna get it because get it now or don't get it at all, you know? Normally we'll get butter at Aldi and it'll be a lot cheaper, but every time I drive past Aldi here recently, they are slammed, like busier than Walmart slammed. I'm like, I don't want to go in there. Like, I like their food and it's a lot more affordable, but like, do I want affordable butter or do I want the virus? I'll take the butter. Yeah, and then I got me a pair of flip-flops because as mentioned, mine broke, and these are just plain black. I don't know how well you can see it, and they got squishy soles, so they should be nice and comfy. They're pretty much like the ones that just broke on me. I was gonna show those ones to you, but I don't know where they're at. They need to go in the trash. The thong part is like pretty much ripping off. Like, I can still wear them, but it won't be long until it completely comes loose. It's literally hanging on by like a little bit of styrofoam from the shoe. So these were like 10 bucks, but they'll last me like a year, so good purchase, I think. And yeah, one more bag of chicken, 10 pounds. I think it's insane that 10 pounds of chicken is like $18.99. Like, it just seems insane to me. But yeah, so that's everything I bought. Again, I need to make a grocery list because there's a few more things that we do need that I didn't think to buy. But I'd rather go ahead and make a groceries list than to go and just buy a bunch of random stuff. Thankfully, we are well stockpiled. I need to double check the boys' wipes, the baby wipes, but I think they've got plenty. And I know Ira's good on diapers, and I think Levi's good on pull-ups. So I need to double check that. So I thought about buying those things, and I'm like, I'd like to, like with Ira, he's in a size 6 when it comes to the Parents' Choice diapers. I don't know, holy crap. Your kid's 11 months old and in a size 6 diaper? Yes, fully aware. Because my toddler, who's almost 4, can wear a size 6 diaper, right? Like, he's in like a 3T, 4T pull-up. That's like a size 6 diaper. Ira's a chunky monkey. And he's already in size 18-month clothes. And he's 11 months old. And he's got his chunky little belly. I love his little chunky belly. But he takes a big diaper to get around that chunky belly. So, yeah. Love diapers, which we ended up getting some from Save-A-Lot. I can link that haul down below if you're interested. They run small. So I'm trying to get through them, but they're kind of getting snug on him. My cat just hit me in the back of the knee. About fell over. Hashtag real life. So yeah, we're trying to get through those diapers, and then he's got like 2 packs that my mom brought over that are from the dollar store. They're also size 6, and so I don't know how well those are gonna fit him. So we're just trying to get through what we have right now before we go out and buy more diapers, and we'll like reassess the situation. And maybe he needs size 7 now. I think the Loves are just running smaller in comparison to the Parents' Choice from Walmart, but I don't want to buy that stuff until I double check it all. Oh, tornado something just popped up. Warning, sirens, alert. I don't know. Maybe I need to look at that. Yeah, so that's everything for this morning. And I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. So I moved everything off of the carpet to vacuum, which that's really full now. I hate vacuuming, guys. I don't do it as often as I ought to. But I realized we had some big stains coming up on the carpet, and I'm like, where are these coming from? My phone is not wanting to focus on the carpet very well. I've already been scrubbing on it. I've got some of them, and then it needs to dry first, and then we'll see if it came out or not. You can't really tell, it's so wet. Dog is helping, but there's one behind his butt, and These ones are soaking. I've not scrubbed them yet, but I thought I'd just give you guys a realistic look. There's one over here. I think I got it out maybe. Yeah, I don't know where these stains came from. I think maybe we had some spilt bottles or something.
Mom.
What?
He's eating.
He's sniffing. I know he's sniffing. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe some spilt bottles. There was something that looked like spaghetti sauce over here. I'm like, where did that come from? Not really sure. So I'm gonna start scrubbing my floors and thought you guys could just watch me do it. It already looks a lot better from the ones I've scrubbed, honestly. So now that we do this half, hopefully we'll be looking okay. I think I need to look into renting like a rug doctor. We've had this rug almost a year now.
Mom,
What?
I was on the wobble bobble.
A wobble bubble? Maybe for your birthday. He is begging us for a wobble bubble. Maybe for your birthday. It's in July. So yeah, I think maybe I just need to rent a rug doctor. But I don't know if I can use a rug doctor with having a rug on top of my hardwood floors, because I have no padding underneath of the rug, and I'm afraid that any water coming out of the rug doctor would go down to my hardwood and warp them. They're already scratched up and need to be redone, but you know, a sander and then some stain and a top coat would be good. But if it starts getting warped, like we got a spot back here where I think my grandma spilt water or something, right in here. You can see the drastic discoloration, and then there's more cracking here, like more gapping or whatever. Technically, I think these boards would need to be replaced. I don't really know that much about flooring, so I can't say it for sure, but that would be my guess. So I'd like to prevent that from happening in a large area. So I don't know if I can use a rug doctor or not. So anybody have experience with rug doctors on a hardwood floor, let me know. But for now, we're just gonna be using the Resolve and scrubbing by hand. Okay, so I think it definitely looks better. There wasn't nearly as many stains on this side, but there were a few. I don't know why my phone does not want to focus on the carpet very well. So these spots over here, which are the worst of it, and we gotta let them dry and see where we're at, because it's kind of getting hard. Like from up here, I feel like I can kind of tell where stains are at, but I'm down there scrubbing it, and I'm super close. I feel like, especially with them smaller ones, I feel like when I'm scrubbing, like the darkness of the stain blends in with the fibers of the rug. So we're gonna let these dry, see where we're at, and come back and look at them later. I didn't even notice this big stain until I was on the camera. So I'm gonna do that one real quick, but all these other ones here, we're gonna let dry and see what they're looking like once they're dry and revisit. Cause like even right here, this guy was the spaghetti sauce stain, and I feel like on camera you can kind of see a red spot. But I swear when I was scrubbing that, and even here, like when I'm looking at it not on camera, I'm not seeing any redness. And when I was down there on top of it scrubbing, I wasn't seeing any redness. But on the camera, it's definitely picking up a little dot of orange. So, yeah, we're just gonna let all this dry, and I'll come back and revisit it a little bit later on and see how things are looking once the Resolve is dried. Okay, so now we're gonna try something I've never tried before, which also, I went ahead and vacuumed that all again. I dumped out my vacuum cleaner. I'm gonna get freaking demonetized by the stupid commercial with the stupid grandma. You guys seen that commercial? Freaking creepy. It's for Unstoppables. So yeah, I vacuumed again. I think it looks considerably better. Still, stains aren't fully dry yet, so we'll see what they look like. So yeah, emptied out my vacuum cleaner, went over it again. I think I picked up more stuff. And so now I'm gonna do this trick I seen. What is her name? I can't remember her name. She's from the Stauffer Life. She's the mom. Micah Stauffer. I'll link their channel below if you don't watch them, but they're really popular. So if you're watching me, you probably watch them because they're a really big channel. But I seen her do this trick where you take like a carpet cleaner and you spritz your furniture with it and wipe it down to help eliminate odors and just kind of make it smell a little fresher. So I thought we'd give it a try because the dog is officially on the couch. If you follow my Instagram page, then you understand. Because we were trying not to let him on the couch for the longest time, but he's just the sweetest thing, and he's so cute about it. Like, he's just trying to do it like nobody's gonna notice. and he's so snuggly. We like to snuggle him on the couch. So now he's on the couch. And he smells like a dog, and he's a big dog. So, and we got cats. These guys get on the furniture too. I think I just hit him with the spray bottle. Sorry, it wasn't intentional. So yeah, I'm just gonna spritz the furniture and give it a wipe down, and we'll see if maybe that trick works and helps eliminate some pet and toddler odors. Okay, so I just finished doing that. I just did a light mist. I want it to dry quickly, so I didn't do anything heavy-handed, except for on this one because it had some stains on it. So we'll see as the more concentrated areas dry if it helped pull the stains or not. I did scrub it. I kind of like doing that with the rocking chair because our orange cat likes to lay in it, and so the little divots on the rocking chair, like where it kind of divots in at, had a hair buildup, and I've never really been able to get it out before, but spraying it with a light spray of that stuff and then going over it with the cloth was able to like grab a hold of the hair and pull it out. So it wasn't a ton in there, but there was a little bit, and it was kind of nice getting that out. So yeah, freshened up the couch and everything, and I don't know, maybe things will smell less like dog and cat in here. Other pet parents will understand. I feel like I'm always Febrezing my house. So maybe this will be a more longer lasting fix than Febreze. Because I swear Febreze, like, it smells good for like a day. And then your house goes back to smelling like pet. Gosh, I'm going to get demonetized by Paw Patrol. All these kitty cartoons. Okay, so it's now lunchtime. I'm getting ready to make our lunch. We're going to have grilled cheese sandwiches and potato soup. I had one of these in the pantry. So just thought a good time to use it and use up our cheese because I am gonna have to go back to the grocery store and get stuff. So I thought use up what we have and get fresh. When we were cleaning out the garage, I found this large blue ball mason jar, and so I thought it'd just be perfect for flowers. So I got myself some daisies. I've been having it sit over here on the stove, but I'm cooking right now and I don't want the heat like affecting the flowers, so I moved it for the moment. I was not happy. What's going on? See, it's about your nap time, isn't it? Mommy forgot to put you down for a nap, and now you're getting crabby. So this is what the floors are looking like. They're better. There are stains. Look at him. He's spinning in circles. I'm going to get you a bottle, and we'll go put you to bed. I know, you're crabby. It's almost noon. You're normally down by 11. You're like an hour past nap time. So floors, not looking too bad. This guy, right after I cleaned everything, peed on the stool. But he came in and told me, so I was able to clean it up. He came in and he goes, I peed on the stool. And I'm like, why didn't you pee in the toilet? Look at this dog. Seriously,
Hey,
what is that?
Mom,
What is that? What?
I'm playing Mario Kart.
Oh boy. So, we're coming into our bedroom, and we've got the window open. If you guys remember, this happened back in January, February. My husband broke our window, and all the windows in our house are like 100 years old. This is the first new window in the house in 100 years. Almost. The house was built in 1924, so, almost 100 years. He broke it. The one that was in here, he stepped on a Hot Wheel that was down here on the floor and slammed into the window, knocked it all, like popped the whole glass. You got the glass, it popped it right out of the frame. He was able to put it back into the frame for the most part, but all along the top of the window, well, it'd be like right here, window's open. And the steam you're seeing is from my dryer. I've got clothes going. But all like right through here on the old window was like just cracked, and we had it duct taped. And then the corner down here, the glass was out of the framework, so cold air was just coming in most of the winter. So we had to go and special order a new window. It was like 200, I want to say it's maybe $178. I can't remember if it was $178 or $278. I want to say $178. I think just to buy it, the standard size was $150, but we had to have it custom made because our house being so old, we don't have custom or we don't have standard window sizing because I guess nowadays they don't make windows standard in this size. So we had to have our window custom made, and it was a little more expensive. Not drastically though. I mean, it was $150 to buy it standard, and it was $178 to have it customly done. But yeah, one window out of 11 replaced finally. And so I've got that open for some fresh air. And whoa. Yeah, like right around the time that our window came in from ordering it, the virus broke out. And so I went and picked up my window from Menards, and at the time everybody's kind of freaking out. Everything was shutting down, schools were closing. It was like the very beginning of March. And so I never called the window guy to come and replace it because I was like, I don't know, how bad is this? Like, how bad is it gonna be in our area? Is it safe to have him over here? I was scared just to go pick up the window, but I had to because in the email they said, come pick up this window or it's going back because we don't have storage for it. So, and it's not like it said, that was like my initial email from them was come get your shit, you know? Like it wasn't like that. It's not like I got an email saying, hey, it's here and let it sit. That was my first and only email. So it's been sitting in the garage since the beginning of March. I think the window broke into January 1st to February, but it took 2 or 3 weeks for them. I think it took like a week for us to get the window guy out to measure the window, and then it took another 2 weeks after placing the order for the window to get the window in. So then that put us at the very beginning of March when we got the window. And then it's just been sitting in our garage since then because we weren't 100% sure about having some stranger in and out of the house to replace the window with the virus going on. So we got that done, and then while he was here, he went ahead and measured out the windows in the garage because we've been working on the garage. I need to go show you guys an update. I mean, it's not drastically different, but all the wiring has been replaced, which is good. The wire that goes from the house to the garage has been lifted up higher, so it's now within what do you call it, code. It's now within code, which is good. And it's gonna be harder for Levi to throw frisbees and balls at it. And it's just, it was old, I think it's called cob wire. It was put in the 60s or the 70s. There were places where the wiring, I don't know if it was fraying or what, but my grandpa had run electrical tape over it. So, you know, when your garage wiring has electrical tape on it, it just makes you feel all kinds of safe about it. So, yeah, we got all of that replaced. It was like $3,000 to do all of that and get garage heaters installed. Not cheap, but it needed to be done. The heaters were like $1,000 on their own. And that wasn't really something that we necessarily needed in the garage. All my dirty dishes. It's not something we needed. Oh, I need to get my bottle and put him to bed. It's not something we needed, but we're trying to turn the garage into like an extra living space, like an extra living room. So in order to do that, we need heaters out there. So we're gonna get the windows replaced. We do have to get new rafters for the garage. We only have 4 rafters in there right now, and my dad was looking at it and he's like, yeah, I mean, your walls haven't fallen down, but like, it should be like every single beam. I'm not really sure how you call it. Like, you got your A-frame for the roofing, right? And so like every single A-frame, he said, should have a rafter attached, and we have 4 rafters in the garage. I'll show you guys later. So it's gonna be like $400. Well, it's gonna be like $300 for all of our rafters, but it's like $100 to have them deliver it here. And they're literally bringing it from like 2 miles up the street. But they are 24 feet long, and there's no way that's gonna fit in the back of my father-in-law's trailer. So we have to have them delivered, and it needs done. It's one of those things that just, it needs done, you know? Welcome to home ownership. That's what my dad always said. When we first moved into this house and something would go wrong and we have to pay for it, he'd be like, oh, welcome to home ownership. It's on you. Nobody else to call but yourself. You gotta pay for it. So, but it's better to get it done and get it done right, and we don't have to worry about it anymore than to not do it. And I mean, granted, that garage has been holding up since like the 70s with 4 rafters. So it can't be all bad, but like, it's not up to code. And so extra support's not going to, you know, hurt the garage at all. So, and I guess what the rafters do is it helps keep your walls from falling out. Sounds kind of important, and we only have 4. So yes, we're gonna get the rafters replaced. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I just want to put a big thank you to you guys, because the money that I'm making here on YouTube is buying our rafters. I don't make a ton here. I was making about $400 to $420 a month. Now with the virus going on, I've lost like $100 in pay, so I don't know how much I will make for the month of April. And how it works is you get paid for last month's. You get paid for it's like a month behind in payment, if that makes sense. So the payment I just got here in April was actually the money that I made back in March. And then what I get paid in May will be the money I made in April. So for April right now, I'm sitting at like around $300. I've lost like $100 in revenue because of this virus. So that really sucks, especially since I'm out of a job, and I know President Trump is talking about opening up the economy in 4 stages. And since I hand out food samples, I really feel like my job will probably be stage 4. So that sucks, but I understand it. So I just want to say a big thank you to you guys for continuing to watch and support me on my channel. It's really a financial help to my family. I told you guys this before, and I'll tell you again. Like, just watching one ad is like, it's like doing your good deed for the day. Like, you're really helping somebody just by watching one ad. And so I just want to say a big thank you to you guys, because it really financially helps our family, and it's allowing us to continue to do work on our garage. If it wasn't for YouTube, we would be taking a couple of months to have to save up the money to get the rafters. But because of YouTube, you know, I'm getting $300 to $400 every month, so we can just put that into fixing our garage. So, which needs done. So we got the wiring done, so it's safer. We don't have to worry about fires happening from the garage wiring. We're gonna get the rafters done. I think my husband has either just ordered them or he's going to be ordering them, so we don't have to worry about the walls collapsing out. Didn't know we needed to worry about that. Apparently we do. And then the guy who did our window, he measured the garage windows. They all have to be cut. Well, likely. He said he thinks they'll have to be custom made, but we're gonna look into getting those replaced. There's 3 of them, and he will be doing install. So we're waiting to hear back from him on a pricing on getting the windows in the garage replaced. But yeah, of course it's turning into a slightly bigger project than anticipated. Isn't that how it always pans out? But it should be nice once it's done, and it'll just give our family an extra living room, pretty much, which will be nice, an extra living space. And currently my husband is working out there today, so because he's working from home right now. So yeah, so I need to get that baby to bed. He's not happy. And did I tell you guys what we're having? We're having potato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches. I think I showed that to you guys. So pot of water boiling for the soup. I need to put the baby to bed, and I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, baby Ira is down for a nap. We got a bottle. You gotta get the binky out though. You can't do both at the same time. Okay, there we go. Baby Ira, bottle, blankets, crib, nap time.
Trying to do that. No. The camera off. The camera off. The camera off.
The camera's on.
Yay, camera's on.
Hey, your brother's sitting there.
The
Give him a little
camera
space.
on.
Thought you guys were playing the piano. This dog goes through balls like nobody's business. We bought that fancy green one. That ball right there cost me like $1.50. That's the second one of those. And we just got it out, so we'll see. I'm trying to keep him from chewing on it. Yoshi! He needs to run some energy. It was raining yesterday and he was inside a lot. And so he's just a bundle of energy this morning. This ball I showed you guys in my last vlog. It's supposed to be like indestructible, super hard, blah, blah, blah. It lasted 1 week. So, there's that. You want this one? You want this one? Go get it. Oh, can we get 2 in our mouth? You gonna try that? No? So yeah, he got a hold of that, shredded it. So now we got lots of little bits of cotton. Yep, lots of trash all over the yard, right? To go with all the other garbage we got in the yard.
Let's clean up.
Yeah, we need a dumpster is what we need. Ball? Excuse me. Yeah, we're just running the toddler and the dog. The dog tires more quickly than the toddler. So it is almost 10 in the morning on Friday. What? It's almost 10 in the morning. we're in the yard hanging out. Mike is in the garage working. Now that all the wiring's in there, he's able to do that. So we brought his table out here and he's in the garage doing his job. Ira is in his jumper in the living room. So I'm just kind of going between, checking on everybody. And I just got back from donating plasma a little bit ago. So everything went fine there. Finally have enough to adopt the dog whenever they call us and say they're ready to adopt him. I don't want to like offer to adopt him. Huh? I'm vlogging. Well, he's playing with his ball. Chase him down, see if you can get the ball. Just see if you can get the ball. Go get him. He's got the ball. So, yeah, I've got enough to adopt him. If they ask full price, hopefully they will do a special since he's a foster. And we've been keeping him through all of this. But we shall see. Sometimes throughout the year, they run specials. You can get a dog for like $50. Normally it's $150, so I wouldn't be surprised if they don't run a special. So we're just kind of like waiting for them to contact us about it. So next week's donations, I will be able to buy him a crate because the crate we have is loaned to us as long as we're fostering. So that'll have to go back. We have let him sleep. We have let him sleep without being in the crate. Just letting him be like loose, and he's done really good. Say hi.
Yeah. I take picture.
Well, you can't push the button. It's filming.
Show me.
It's filming. Yeah, it's already recording everything.
It's hot rock, boy.
I think he thinks I just sit around taking pictures of myself all day. And you got the car part.
Yeah.
Looks like an accordion, don't it? It needs to go in the trash. We need like a dumpster, like rent a dumpster to get rid of everything. But it's expensive. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Stopped at Lexi's, got a soda, vanilla Coke. They have the best vanilla Cokes. Got my husband a Green Dragon Coke. I can't even tell the difference when you put that Green Dragon syrup in there. Still just tastes like a Coke to me, but he likes them. And they had buffalo dip, so we tried some of that. It was good. I can't say it was anything like super exciting. We'll get some from Wilson's, which is a farmer's market down by Carmel, Indiana. Hey, you just hit me with that. That's not nice. No, we're done. That's mommy's now. You threw it at me. That wasn't nice. Not yours, and you just threw it at me.
Mine.
No.
Mine.
No, you threw it at me.
Mine.
It's mine. You threw it at me. No, you threw it at me. You gonna throw it at me again?
Yeah.
Then no, it's mine. Well, go cry about it. He kicked the dog yesterday, like straight up curb stomped him. The dog just laid there, like didn't even seem to faze him, which is, this dog's amazing. Like he just doesn't care. Levi got, I don't know, it's like a little bit of a mean streak anymore. Sometimes he just, out of nowhere, like slap somebody or hit somebody or kick somebody, or it's just kind of random, and we're on top of him with it. But I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, that's mine now. My mom just tried calling me, so I'm gonna hop off of here really quickly and call my mom back. Hey guys, you guys are tilted. I am sorry. I'm not a big fan of this tripod. I swear, it just sits tilted half the time. So we are outside here with the garden bed, the raised garden beds. These were actually a bunch of old shelves we had out in the garage. So we repurposed them to be raised flower beds, just cheaper. Underneath of the dirt here, I've put a bunch of old leaves. I've seen a thing on YouTube, a video, where a guy was talking about how you can get away with using less dirt because dirt's kind of expensive. So I just filled my old laundry basket up with some leaves, and we put them at the bottom. It's gonna work, one, to help like filler. Also, it's gonna work a bit like as it breaks down, it'll be like nutrients for the plants, you know, like a fertilizer. So yeah, I've got my zucchini planted in here. We'll see how well they do. I had a pretty good amount of plants coming up with my sprouts, but I think I just started way too early with doing my seedlings because a lot of them I think just ran out of space and they're not doing hot. You'll have to excuse this guy. I think he's needing a nap. He's acting tired sooner than normal. Hey, you can't take the tripod. You can't run off with it.
And
And then he's got a chapped spot right here on his lips, if you guys can see that. So we've been putting chapstick on it. He's got a pretty good chapped spot. We've recently found out that he's been chewing his fingernails, so we're trying to keep him from doing that. And I think he's picking at his lips. So, but yeah. So I've got him out here. He's helping me. This is some fertilizer I found out, or plant food that I found in the garage. It's for roses, but I figure it can't hurt. So let's start by saying I have no idea what I'm doing here, okay? I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't even know if that's enough room for zucchini. I don't know. Anybody has suggestions, let me know, but I feel like this is gonna be a trial by error situation. So he's out here helping me. He helped me get the leaves in and the dirt in, and then he helped me spread the plant food, and now he's helping me mix everything in. We got our zucchini planted, and I brought out some more of our stuff. We don't have enough space for everything. We only had enough dirt to do, I only had enough dirt to fill these 2 boxes. So this is my spaghetti squash. It seems to be the hardiest thing that I have. So we're gonna plant this on that side, and then I've got 1 yellow zucchini that is doing good. So we're gonna put him here with the zucchini. So we'll have 3 good zucchinis, 1 questionable zucchini, and 1 really good squash. And then we'll have 3, or yellow squash, and then we'll have 3 spaghetti squashes on the other side. My broccoli, I've got 1 guy that's holding in there. The rest of these have all gone about, well, this guy's not horrible, but a lot of them just kind of melted. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if I overwatered them, underwatered them, had too much sun in the window, not enough sun. I'm not doing so good. But that's what we're doing right now, and we're just gonna get these guys in the well, I was gonna say in the ground, but I guess they're going in a box. Sunday. I didn't vlog any yesterday. You didn't miss much. We went over to my mother-in-law's and we had a barbecue for dinner. There's a place out that way where they live that has some really good barbecue. So I had like a barbecue stuffed potato. Well, I guess it was brisket, but it had barbecue sauce all over it and it was amazing. I tried creme brulee for the first time. It was good. I don't think I'd get it again. Not much for the caramelized sugary stuff on top. It had like a weird taste. But the creme brulee underneath, like the custard stuff, was good. What else? Accidentally, on purpose, got a tiramisu milkshake thing at Wendy's yesterday. I got tiramisu and creme brulee mixed up. I don't like coffee. I've never liked coffee. I can't do coffee. And my husband and I were, okay, so on Friday, I was talking to my friend who happened to swing out to the barbecue joint and was telling me they had creme brulee. And I was like, I've never tried it. I've always wanted to. And she's like, it's so good. You got to try it. My husband and I were talking about it, and we brought up how when we first started dating, he had me try tiramisu and I didn't like it. And yesterday when we went through Wendy's for lunch, because we were going to go to the barbecue joint for lunch, but then it turned out they didn't open until 4 o'clock and we were out that way at like noon and we were hungry, so we went through Wendy's and they had tiramisu milkshakes, and I got tiramisu and creme brulee mixed up. I keep flipping the names around in my head and I keep completely forgetting creme brulee. And so I ordered a milkshake. My husband even pointed out and he goes, there you go. So like he must have got it mixed up too. And so I got it, took a big old drink, and it was nothing but coffee. And I'm like, oh my God, that's nasty. And everybody always tells me, oh, you will like coffee if you get it sweet enough. You need more milk, you need more sugar, you need this, that, and the other, and you'll like it. If I don't like this tiramisu milkshake, I don't think I'm gonna like coffee ever. Like, I don't know that you can make coffee much sweeter than that or creamier than that. And that was just No, I can't. I know sometimes people will put coffee in chocolate items to make them more, sorry, I feel like I got like an eyelash. To make them more decadent. I can taste the coffee. Give me a brownie with coffee in it, I'm gonna taste the coffee, and I'm not gonna eat the brownie. You're gonna ruin the brownie. So, yeah, my husband ended up switching with me. He's not much of a coffee drinker either, but he'll tolerate it better than I will. He got in a strawberry shortcake milkshake, and so he asked to just try mine, and then he just switched to me because he's amazing like that. So, yeah, that's just kind of what happened yesterday. Nothing too exciting. So today is Sunday. I am... am I parked weird? Are you parked weird? I kind of pulled in weird, but I feel like I'm in my lines. I don't know. I'm at Walmart. I need to run in and get a few groceries, so I'll show you guys when I get back out here. Yeah, it is like 8:30 in the morning. I try to get here before anybody else starts showing up just to avoid people. So yeah, 8:30 in the morning. Hopefully, I don't know how the senior hour works on Sundays, but because they're only open from 8 until 7. So I'm not really sure if it's just during the week or all, but I'm seeing like all different kinds of people. There's hardly anybody in the parking lot, but I'm seeing all different age groups. So I think I'll be okay to get in. Again, I fall under that oh, what do you call it, where you more likely to get it category because of my asthma. So, but yeah, we're gonna head on inside, get our groceries, and then I've got 2 dogs coming today to groom. It'll be the first time I've groomed dogs in a while. Well, I groomed my mom's dog the other day, but to actually have like a regular client come in will be the first in a while. But I'm just gonna go outside to get their dog, and we're gonna work it that way. And I'll probably wear my face mask when I go get the dog and take the dog back outside to them. They're not gonna come in my house, which they never do. I always get the dog outside anyways. But yeah, so that's just kind of what the plan is for today. So I'm gonna head on inside to the Walmart and get the few grocery items left that we need. We don't need a ton, just like cheese and bread. We're like pretty much out of cheese and pretty much out of bread. And my husband wants a case of Coke. And I'm trying to think, minced onion maybe? I don't know. I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, I am back from grocery shopping. I spent like $110. I thought we could do like a little mini grocery haul really quickly. First, my kitchen is a trashed mess. Okay, I swear nobody else in my house knows how to do dishes. I haven't done them in 2 days. Because sometimes I just get to a point where I'm like, I don't care anymore. Nobody else cares, I don't care. Like, my husband hardly ever does dishes and is really irking me right now. Also, he doesn't seem to know what the trash can is. I shouldn't be airing this out online, but like, all these little bits of garbage is like, he just threw it on the counter. And I'm like, motherfucker. I guess I'm the mother in that category, but still, like, do you not know where the trash can is? So I'm just a little aggravated right now. But anyways, yeah, so I don't have a whole lot of room to do this video, but yeah. I went in mostly for bread and cheese, and boy did I buy some bread and cheese. A lot. I'll turn you guys around, I'll show you guys what I got. Okay, so, what? My camera looks foggy. What is going on here? Let's see if I rub it. Does that help? A little. Okay, so they had a lot of stuff on sale in like their clearance bread section. So this I've never seen before. It's a garlic and herb. Oh wait, no, this one's normal. It's this one down here. I'll show it to you in a minute. These are really good for doing like homemade pizzas, and they keep in the freezer really well. Can I help you? I know the baby bath is dirty. It's collecting dust. We haven't been using it. I need to wash it out and sell it, but I haven't been wanting to meet anybody, so it's just been sitting here collecting dust, and the animals like to lay in it. Hey, get off that. It ain't for you. It's not catnip. It's a raspberry plant. So anyways, I got some bread here. We're going to pop this in the freezer to make homemade pizzas. I thought that would be really tasty. Then we've got this one here. They're just like, hey, no. Go to the basement. So this one is like hamburger buns. They just look really good, so I thought we could do cheeseburgers sometime this week. I got 4 loaves of honey wheat bread. We'll put 1 in the cabinet, and the rest will go into the freezer. And then I got these sub rolls. These are really tasty. They do go moldy quickly, but I found that if you keep them in the refrigerator, they keep a lot longer. So I don't know what the price was on these. Oh, $1. So yeah, these were also on clearance, $1.41. And then another loaf of the Italian for pizzas. And then this one here is one that I've never tried before, but it looked good. And it's an everything Italian loaf, fresh baked. So I thought that would be tasty as well. And so, like I said, these keep really well in the freezer. So we'll just pop all 3 of those in the freezer, along with most of the stuff until we are ready to use it. Okay, here's the next batch of stuff that I bought. The Lunchables were picked over. So I bought Levi 5 pizza Lunchables. These are the ones without pepperoni, which he never eats the pepperoni anyways, but I've been giving the pepperoni to the dog as a treat. So, yeah, I just got in the cheese ones because that's pretty much what they had. Buttery round crackers. We were out of our crackers. We were also out of our snack crackers. We eat these instead of chips because they're just cheaper. It's $1 for a box. So we got the white cheddar and the cheddar, I don't know, yellow cheddar. I got some hard salami. I got this to make up like pizza rolls. We do that on tortillas, but I forgot to buy the tortillas, so I don't know. My husband will still eat it anyways. 2 things of minced onion because we are out. I substitute this anytime I have a recipe that calls for onion because I don't like large bites of it. These were $1 a piece. I got 2 things of spaghetti sauce because I couldn't remember if we were out or not. I don't think we are, but those were like about $1 each, a little under. I was out of my baking powder, I was out of baking soda, and I was out of my cornstarch. So I needed all of those. I found in the pet section they have tennis balls. You get 2 for 96 cents. Hanging on, these were like on a basket, in a basket on the bottom shelf, but like hanging up on the shelf, they had 2 balls for $5. So if you're interested in these, look for a basket on the bottom shelf. These were 96 cents each. So I bought him like 3 different ones of these, so he'll have 6 balls to chew up. Sudafed. We have been having allergy issues since we've been cleaning out the garage, having bonfires, and Sudafed and our inhalers have been helping. So 2 packs of that, and then I got some stuff for the garden. So I've got some sweet corn, will be tasty. And then these I thought I would plant in the windowsill. Got oregano and parsley. I wanted basil, but I couldn't find it. I might already have it at home because I bought some stuff earlier. But I've been keeping these jars from salsa, and I just thought these would be about perfect for planting some herbs in. So I'm going to put some rocks at the bottom and then potting soil, and plant my herbs in here, and they can stay right here in my windowsill. I just thought that would work out perfectly. My lettuce, I'm about to scrap all of this. These ones, they've just gone too long. They taste bitter now, and this is fresh. It probably would taste good. I mean, they're wanting to regrow. This is fresh too. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I feel like they're getting kind of yucky at the bottom though. And I think only one of them has put out roots. That one's got roots on it, so I should put that in the garden. This one, no roots. I don't think any of them have roots but that one. And a lot of them are looking kind of gross on the bottom, so I don't know. I might just scrap it and get rid of all those. I haven't decided. So yeah, I'm going to put this stuff up, and then I'll show you the next batch. Okay, so I found my third set of tennis balls. So yeah, I paid $3 for 6 tennis balls, where the other option was spend $5 for 3. So if you need tennis balls for your dogs, just check for a bin at Walmart. It says 96 cents on it. Anyways, I bought 2 things of chocolate chip cookies on sale. I wanted one, and I figured my toddler would want one, so I'll have some on hand. I think you get 2 per pouch. Then, oh, it's a 3 count. Okay. We were out of our taco sauce. We love this stuff. It's so tasty. And I think we might do like taco salads or something one night. I like doing up like a veggie meal where we do like frozen vegetables I steam with chicken, and then I add cheese sauce. So got that. Some bananas. We were about out. I think we got like 2 left. And then Levi's really been enjoying Squeeze-Its, and they're only $1, so I got that for him. I picked up 2 strawberry plants. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to gardening, so I got 2 different kinds. One is an all-star, which I've heard really good things about, and then this one is I can get down in here. It is, can we focus? Yeah, whatever that word is. And it's supposed to be an all-bearer, so I think it's supposed to bear like all season. Joey's got a couple trying to come in on it, so I'm going to get these out in the garden later today, hopefully. And hopefully they do really well. I planted some strawberry bulbs earlier in the spring, but I think I planted them too early because nothing's coming up. We ended up having a couple more freezes, whatever you want to call it, frosts, and they just never came up, at least not so far. So I went ahead and bought these to go ahead and plant. And yeah, I've got more to go. So, oh, case of vanilla Coke. That's for me My camera is not wanting to focus. Case of vanilla Coke. And then my husband wanted a case of regular Coke, so we got him that one. I don't know why I need it to focus on the case of Coke, but I mean, I'm sure you guys know what that looks like. Yeah. And then I also got a raspberry plant, but I'll get that out here in a minute. Okay, yeah, I bought a ton of cheese. We were like pretty much out of all of our cheese. So this just looked good. I haven't had a Havarti in a really long time, but I remember liking it, so I thought we could try that. We love Munster. Pepper Jack. I accidentally got Pepper Jack a couple months ago. You guys might remember. I think it was in my very first Walmart grocery pickup haul. I could be wrong. But we ended up really enjoying it, so I thought we'd get some of that. Levi loves this stuff. I'm not much for it anymore that I'm an adult, and I found real cheese, but my child loves this stuff. And then we've got 2 bags of Italian style. One will go in the freezer, one will go in the fridge, and it's 4 cups. Same thing with the Fiesta blend, 4 cups. 2 of them, one for the freezer, one for the fridge. And then I got a thing of Gouda. I love Gouda cheese. It's so tasty. Probably shouldn't have bought as much sliced cheese as I did. I don't know that we can get through all of this before it goes moldy. There's like 4 things of it here. I've tried freezing cheese before. It works okay-ish, but sometimes it gets a little crumbly. So I don't know if I want to put it in the freezer or not, or if I just want to stick it all in the fridge and hope for the best. But yeah, that is, oh yeah, and then my raspberry plant. You get 2 different kinds. It was $10. So we got a brandy one and an Amity. I don't know anything about raspberries other than I like them. My husband really likes them. And we had a raspberry plant when I was a kid growing up. We grew up along our fence line. And I can remember picking raspberries off of it and my mom making like raspberry tarts and things like that. So this is always like a fun thing to have when I was a kid. And really in a lot of ways I'm doing the garden. One, because, I mean, considering the circumstances, I think it's a good idea just to have a garden. I mean, food shortage is really turning into a thing. Like there were so many spots that were just vacant and bare. And if my husband would let me, I would seriously be having a chicken coop in the backyard right now with chickens. But yeah, I mean, because like meat is like the main thing that seems to be running low on. Fresh produce doesn't seem to be much of an issue. But anyway, yeah, I definitely want to have our garden going. I did start it. I need to go out and show you guys here in a minute. But yeah, the reason I'm doing this is, one, considering everything going on in the world. But I was kind of wanting to do a garden anyways. Levi's getting older. I think it's fun to get him involved. Oh, I filmed it yesterday, didn't I? You guys have seen it. But, which I also got two more bags of soil. So we got 2 more bags for the garden of soil. Anyways, I wanted to have a garden for my kids to grow up knowing how it is to like grow their own food and like pick food out of the garden, because I grew up doing that. Both my grandparents had large gardens. My parents had a large garden for a long time when I was a kid. And I just remember how much, I mean, I wasn't super involved in the planting process, but I loved going out there and picking the food. Picking the fruits, picking the vegetables was like the best time. So I want my kids to have that experience. So that's why the biggest reason I think that we're doing a garden. And who knows, maybe we'll enjoy gardening. But yeah, so I need to figure out if we want to run this up along our privacy fence. That's how the raspberries grew when I was a kid, was along the privacy fencing. But I don't know if that's good for the privacy fence, because the privacy fence that was along, that my parents had, ended up having to get taken down eventually. And I don't know if it's because the raspberry plant did damage to it, or if it's just that the fence itself got old. But anyways, we need to figure out where we're going to plant it, and if we need to get a trellis, or like, I don't know, I need to look up like how to grow raspberries. I also seen that they had blueberry bushes, and I think I'd like to go back and get one, at least one for the front yard. I think that'd be cute to have a blueberry bush in the front yard. So yeah, that's everything for my grocery haul. My dogs should be here within the next hour. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. So my first dog of the day is here. This is Bella. I think you guys have seen her before. She's a very old girl, and she's not doing super well health-wise. She's about blind. She's lost a ton of weight. This dog used to be hefty. Now she's almost light to pick up. You can feel her spine right through here. It's very much so protruding. She's nearly blind now, and she's not walking a whole lot. So they just want her super short to make the groom last as long as possible. So this is what she looks like now. Can you see your face? Can we see her face? She has a really nice grow out. So we'll see if we can keep the shape on her head maybe. And just take everything else super short. I'm thinking about just doing a 10 blade all over to make it real short. Maybe a 7 up here. So I'll show you guys what she looks like once she is finished. You guys, I mean, it's been needing replaced for a little bit, but like, I just accidentally dropped my shears and I busted my 10 blade. Do you see that? That's what I was gonna shave the dog with. That's my shortest blade. I don't even know if Petco or PetSmart is even open right now. The other one that I have, and this is an ultra cut. Not that that matters to most of you, and she's sitting on it. The other one that I have is a butter cut. It's a 10, and we're gonna try it out, but I don't like it. I don't feel like it does a very smooth job, and I feel like it doesn't get it as short. Ooh, sucks. We're gonna try this, and if it's not working, we're going to see if Petco or something is open. Okay, so I just finished up with Fancy. She's an old girl, so keep in mind things aren't gonna look perfect. I think I need to get that right in there. Something right in there missing. Let me see. Yeah, we got a little extra hair by the eye. It needs to come out. So this is what she looks like with that number 10 butter cut. I don't love that blade because it does things like this where it'll cause a line in the fur. It doesn't cut as smooth as my other one. And once you get that, it's kind of hard to fix it. So as you can see, you can just see her whole spine. She's shivering because she's cold. She's lost all her hair. But she's ready to go home. Aren't you, old girl? Aren't you, old girl? Oh my goodness, you sweet thing. Let's get that little wing thing out of your eye and then you can go home, okay? Okay, we've got Bella here. And we're gonna give her the exact same groom as Fancy. These dogs come from the same house. You want to look? Not gonna look for me? Okay. So I think she's a little bit younger than Fancy, but I think they are still pretty close in age. I don't know, but she's in a lot better health. Fancy's just having a lot of health problems, so it's kind of sad, but that's what happens as they age. Miss Bella here is a fighter. I just got her nails done. I tried a new trick, which was to do them while blow drying. So every now and then I would sit down my blow dryer and clip a few nails, and she did pretty good. It was a pretty good distraction. So I can never get her nails as short as I would like them to be. She puts up a good fight, and just years and years of never getting her nails super short. Really what would need to be done to get them a pretty decent length. I mean, these aren't horrible, but to get them shorter, she'd need to be sedated at the vet and have them do it because her quick is just too long in her nail bed. And they're not the worst. I've seen worse. But she likes to put up a fight on her nails, and then she likes to put up a fight on her face. So, you know, we've got half the battle won. But yeah, doing it during a blow dry every now and then. I just set the blow dryer down, do a couple of nails, go back to blow drying. It's a good little distraction tip. And then also you can do it when your dog's in the bath. You can clip a few, bathe a little bit, clip a few, and it tends to throw them off. So if you guys got dogs at home that you're having to groom at home or do their nails, try doing them with the blow dryer going or in the bath. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her the exact same haircut as Fancy. That's what they asked for. And I'll show you guys what she looks like when she's done. Okay, so I just finished up with Bella. Same blade all over the body. Okay, can I see her face? She's not wanting to show her face too good, but gave her a puppy cut. She's, don't look at me. She did really good today. She's a really good girl. Hi, big girl. You gonna? There you are. Look how cute you are. That turned out well. That turned out well. What do you think? You ready to go home? Oh, you ready to go home? Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? Your mama's gonna come get you. Your mama's gonna come get you. So, there's Bella. And we're done for the day. Yeah. Dishes in here too. Dishes everywhere. So that is it for me today, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. Yeah, I mean, that's it for the excitement, right? Hope you're all doing really well. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps other people find my channel. Subscribe if you've not already, because I do lots of mommy vloggy type stuff and grocery hauls, those kind of things. So make sure you hit subscribe and the like button, and hope to catch you guys in my next video.